when you get in a car accident. You kind of feel it a little bit after. Even if it's not bad, you're still going to feel it.
Well, what's up, everybody?
Welcome
to the blurksick podcast. I'm
number 21, legal drinking age.
I'm Frank, and I'm here. Sam's here. Jimmy's here.
I'm here.
Yay!
There's a bunch of dogs here, too.
There's 2 dogs, not a bunch.
Now, my first thing right here says, do you remember the Transporter?
The
original?
movie?
Yes. With Jason Statham.
Yep.
He's got a bunch of rules. And he drives a car. There's a scene in the original Transporter where he takes his shirt off or whatever to show his buffness, and he fights a bunch of dudes. And there's oil all over the floor, so people can't get like a grip or whatever. But
I remember this scene.
He uses some like bicycle things, and then fucks everyone up. But then he jumps out a window, and he's in the water, shirtless, and there's a dead guy, and then he makes out with the dead guy.
Ew.
What do you mean?
Why would he make out with the dead guy?
I think the idea was actually, but it was a weird scene. I watched it again. It was weird. But I think the idea was that he sucked out the air from the other guy's lungs or whatever. Because there were bad guys shooting into the water, and he didn't want to surface. But there was a dead guy, and he's shirtless and buff. And then there was a guy, and he puts his mouth on the other guy's mouth, and he like tries to take his breath or whatever.
I'd be afraid it was full of water.
I don't. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Especially if the body's underwater.
It's a fucking weird scene.
If the body was floating, then okay, maybe there's still some air left in there, but it's probably not good air.
It was a weird scene. I just wanted. Do you remember that? While you're eating your second fucking Snickers bar?
No,
it's a Milky Way.
Are you drinking chocolate milk too?
Yeah, actually, I realized after I poured the chocolate milk that I had a Milky Way.
Oh, when I got some chocolate, I want some more chocolate.
I'm only eating half though.
That's good, I guess. Any other comments from the people?
I liked it better than the remakes. I liked him as a transporter. Like, I felt like he did a good job.
But he broke his own fucking rules. He was supposed to not look at the package.
There was
totally looked at the package.
There was a TV show, the Transporter TV show that came out. I think I watched it on Netflix. It was pretty good too.
I've been watching the Lethal Weapon TV show. It's pretty fucking ridiculous.
How far are you along?
It's like every other episode, the guy jumps out of a fucking building or out a window or something, and he's like, Riggs, one day there's not going to be a thing to catch you on the other side of that window you jump out of. And he's like, oh, worry about that. It's very dramatic. Mm-hmm. It's also pretty corny.
We watched the new Aladdin.
It's like over the top action. Was it any good?
I liked it. Did you like it, dear?
Too much singing for me, but...
Oh, yeah, there was singing. But we also watched Mary Poppins Returns, which there was a lot of singing in.
I watched that too, actually.
Did you like it?
Did they go in the bathtub?
Yeah.
I kind of liked it.
I liked it. Jimmy doesn't like musicals, so... Any singing is too much singing. Okay,
let's get more weird. A guy at work. There's a new girl. She's really hot. Anyways, but that doesn't have to really deal with that. But we have dumpsters and stuff, and sometimes I take the dumpster out because it's inside. I gotta take it out with the forklift. But the one guy, he's like, "This is the only dumpster that's left," and he told it to me in a weird way. He said something like, treat the trash in the dumpster like a fat guy in Vegas with a hooker. Just make it fit. And I kept thinking about that. And I'm like, he was trying to do like a funny sort of pun type thing.
Yeah.
But the more I thought about it, I was like, what are you talking about? No matter how fat the guy can get, his dick doesn't get fatter. Right? You don't get dick fat.
I don't know.
No matter how fat you are, like your dick doesn't build up fat.
It might.
It doesn't work like that.
Not even if you're like 600 pounds?
It doesn't work like that. It stays the same size. It doesn't build up fat. It's not designed to do that.
No.
So his analogy was weird and just wrong.
I mean, kind of. If you think about it, the fat rolls that roll around that are eventually going to make it so it's not going to be able to fit anywhere. You'd have to practically crawl inside the guy.
She could still get to his dick
Maybe.
with her mouth. Can you come up with maybe a better...
Maybe she could suffocate in there too.
Could you come up with maybe a better analogy?
I agree. It's a terrible analogy.
It wasn't very good. Can you think of any better ones off the top of our heads right now?
You don't really need an analogy for put the fucking trash in the dumpster.
But there's not very much room left.
So?
It's pretty full. It's
Throw it on top. It'll be fine. Step on it. Get inside and step on it.
Step on it.
We used to have to do that. In fact, I think your mom's done it too. I think you've talked about it.
Stepping on it?
Yeah, get inside the dumpster and jump on it.
Oh yeah, I've had guys do that.
Yeah, yeah. Gives you a lot more room.
The next thing I hear is says, look at Wiki how to increase breast size.
You have a look at this on the list here. Interesting.
Aww. What? Did you just whack your face on my chair? Aww.
And fuck all that.
You're wasting time.
You're wasting time. Exercise. Do push-ups.
No.
Dumbbell chest presser? Wait, hold on. Ingest more estrogen.
Yeah. It might, maybe, possibly, probably not help increase your boob size.
Estrogen is supplied by eating lots of products such as soy milk, tofu, soybeans, and soy cheese. Mm-hmm. How was your sister's breast?
And it would totally make you super hormonal and crazy.
How's your sister's breast? I know she likes tofu.
Which sister?
Nikki. Doesn't she love tofu?
I mean, she eats it sometimes. I don't know about loves it.
Does it make her boobs bigger?
I don't think so.
This says gain weight in general. If you get a bit fatter, you'll get fatter tits.
Yeah, possibly. Not always. And if you try to lose weight, you might lose your boobs too in the process.
This also says discover breast contouring. That's where you use makeup to lie.
Yes.
And make it look like your tits are bigger than they are.
Yes.
Why are we going over this? I'm confused.
Because she wants bigger.
Because it's Frankie.
Because she wants bigger boobs.
Yeah, from a doctor.
Buy a push-up bra.
I have one.
Buy a bra that lies and has a lot of extra padding.
Can you get that? Don't let him eat that. Stuff your bra. That's what that one looks like she's doing.
Look into using breast enhancement cream.
What the? What is that? It's like a penis pump for your boobs.
Your boobs, yeah. This is a breast enhancement vacuum device that will run you at least $900. But there's research to show that it causes the breast cells to enlarge and replicate, leading to increase of one or more cup sizes. So we can pump your breasts up.
Yeah, we are not going to do any of that. But we are going to go to a doctor.
I'm here to help.
A doctor and get it done.
Dr. Frank.
Properly.
Dr. Frank.
I believe you need to go to a doctor's school and get a doctorate for that.
Whatever. I'm looking at WikiHow. I'm pretty much qualified. Research breast fillers. Fillers are injections of hyaluronic acid into the breast, which increases the size. Fat injections. We can inject the fat from your stomach into your tits. Look at this.
That would be nice.
Right,
I would totally do that.
we'll
Take all of this
fat.
and all of this and put it right here.
I like the fat in your thighs.
I don't care what you like.
Just saying, that's
What?
good.
I don't.
No, it's good size. Looks good.
No.
Oh, fuck that. You
I can take it out of
here.
here.
You can take some out of here.
For sure.
Or here and put it in your tits.
Yeah.
But here, you should just leave
all of it. Just a little bit out of everywhere.
No, not over here, though. I'm done with this.
Alright, thank you.
I'm just saying I like big fat thighs.
I don't care.
I'm just saying
I understand.
that I like big fat thighs.
Okay, good for you. I don't. And it is my body and my boobs and my legs, so it is my choice.
How familiar are you with snails?
I mean, they live in a shell and
Yes.
you can pour salt on them.
What else? Anything else you heard about snails?
Their escargot is a delicacy.
In France. Escargot, yes. Very good.
Okay. Thank you.
There's another claim that snails can sleep up to 3 years. Have you heard this?
I have not. I don't really pay much attention to snails.
But it's not really that they sleep for 3 years. It's more like they can hibernate for 3 years.
That makes a little bit more sense.
They go inside their little shells, which are probably bigger on the inside, which they also play solitaire to pass the time.
They do. They know how to play solitaire?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Did not know that.
Yeah, they go inside the little cells and they play solitaire, maybe PS4 and stuff, pass the time.
I
They
play
survive up to
solitaire.
3 years.
I play solitaire on a daily basis. I have it on my phone.
Sam,
Frank.
if you could get a tattoo on your breasts, would you? Maybe? Maybe to make them
Maybe
more
after a boob job.
fun. I have a good idea for you.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever seen the Suicide Girls where they get tattoos on their nipples and it looks like a star or a heart or a diamond?
No. I mean, I've seen breast cancer patients get
right there on their
tattoos.
nipples. They'll get like right over the nipple. They'll get like a star or a heart, and it'll be colored in pink, the same color as the nipple.
Okay.
It looks amazing.
All right.
It's super hot.
Thanks.
So I
Thanks
had
for that
one that I thought
information.
you might like.
Oh, okay.
Instead of getting your breast increased, you can wear like not padded bras and just wear no bras. And just have these sweet tats.
Oh, you can see through my shirt?
Yeah.
Oh. So I just wear like see-through?
You don't have to wear
all the
see-through.
time.
I'm just saying you don't have to wear bras or whatever.
Oh, okay. Let's see your idea here.
The tattoo?
Sure.
All right.
Let's see.
It's really good.
I don't
I
believe
think
you.
you'd love it.
I don't believe you. Let me see.
I got it.
That's disgusting.
What do you think about it?
That's a very interesting tattoo.
Of a fat guy with a piece of pizza tattooed over his boob and his nipple
looks
as a
like
pepperoni.
a pepperoni.
Thank you for that. I appreciate that idea.
You don't like it? It's a good idea.
Sure, I'll keep it in the hat. Not really.
Trying to help.
What are you looking at?
I'm actually looking at the local news hits.
Breast enhancement? This is not what I meant to click on at all. Get out of here.
Oh, I like that song.
I know, me too, but it's going to get me struck off of YouTube.
Oh.
If I wasn't supposed to click on that.
What, Zoe? Come on. Come on.
Oh, you want to see some more boob stuff? Can you explain what's in
No.
this picture?
Sure,
I
let me
don't want to
look.
explain another picture.
Why not?
Let me see.
Alright.
What?
Apparently Zoe's got a lot to say.
What's going on in this picture?
She's bouncing her
Explain
boobs
it.
around. She is bouncing her boobs around in...
What do they look like?
They look like
Hard to see.
boobs.
What do they really look like?
Oh, it's a penis.
I see it now.
What is it?
It's a penis with balls where her boobs are, with hands with red nails. I don't want to watch it anymore. Can you turn it off? Oh, come here. Ow!
I have a question.
Joe Biden.
Where are all the serial killers.
What do you mean?
In like the 60s, 70s, maybe 80s, there was a bunch of serial killers. Recently, can you name me one serial killer?
That's because they all get caught before they
become... I can't name his name anymore, but yeah, there was the kid. He literally wore a t-shirt to his courtroom that said killer on it. He was a serial killer. He killed multiple women. I'm trying to think. There has been a few.
No, there hasn't.
Yes, there has.
No, there hasn't.
There just hasn't been publicized in the media as much. Negative. And actually, I think it's a part of the point that they're trying to do.
I think a lot of it is that
they don't
the
publicize
serial
it,
killers
so
are going and shooting up crowds and then killing themselves. So they're kind of just like the school shooters and the parade shooters instead of like serial killers.
No. The thing is that there's a worldwide
World Wide Web
network that they share information on.
Oh.
That they can identify people as potential serial killers way sooner than they could before. When Ted Bundy was killing people, he was spotted and his description was given in like 4 different states.
Yeah, but they didn't connect them.
They didn't communicate.
Yeah.
He was able to get away with it.
Right.
But now they have a database connecting all the states.
That's what I said, is now that they can catch them sooner.
And
before they become serial
idea
killers.
That usually their first kill is a bit sloppy, where they would get caught. But nowadays we have so much forensic evidence that we can collect blood samples and saliva samples that they're more likely from their first kill they get caught and locked up behind bars. Where before they do their first kill and they'd be like, we have no idea. He has no connection to the victim,
right?
And we can't test the DNA because we don't even really know what that is right now,
right?
But now they have lots of information.
There are still serial killers that are going on right now. Here's Walter E. Ellis, who was active all the way till 2007.
Lies.
Yeah, the Milwaukee North Side Strangler.
Ooh, what about when there was those, like a couple years ago, when those people used to hide in the clown costumes and kill people?
They didn't kill anybody, but there were people dressed as clowns.
They did totally kill people. Didn't they? Do you know, dear?
What?
Those people that dressed as clowns
They didn't kill anybody.
They didn't kill anybody. It was a big scare.
Oh.
They're just dressing as clowns for fun.
It wasn't fun. It was creepy.
For everyone that wasn't dressed as a clown.
Yeah, there's actually I forget who it was specifically that came up with a program that showed the amount of active serial killers that are still currently going based on police reports and all kinds of other stuff. And it was actually like pretty terrifying.
Yeah.
How many serial killers are expected or what they believe to be are currently active throughout the United States. Like there was red dots everywhere. Every state, like, it seemed like every county had at least 2, and it was pretty creepy. Like,
such a good girl, such a good puppies.
There was
what is that? Chilothe, Ohio. 6 female disappearances, 4 bodies found dumped in local creeks and streams. The most recent victim was found June 2015.
Beauty slaying. Did you see her picture? More like body found.
What? What?
I was just trying to do a joke.
Oh. I don't think I got it.
A girl's killed. And the newspaper says, beauty. As in, she's really pretty. Beauty slaying.
Okay.
But then when you look at her picture, you're like, more like body found. Because she's not that pretty.
Oh. Okay. I don't think we really need to decide whether or not the dead is pretty or not.
That was someone else's joke. I stole it.
Oh, well, that was a terrible one. You should think about returning it.
It's pretty good.
No, it's not.
Why not?
It's pretty bad.
Negative. Shut up, Zoe.
So, Speaking of serial killers and being in every county, apparently. So when I was doing real estate, there was this really weird guy that wanted to see a house, and I brought Jimmy with me because he was like creeping me out, like just like the vibe. You remember?
What?
The guy that we went to see the house with, that you came with me?
Yes.
Yeah. And then like once we were there, he like looked at the house for like, I don't know, maybe a minute, and was like, yeah, I didn't want to be this close to the power plant, or I didn't want the side of Perry. I'm like, why didn't you like look where it was at, you know? And then he left. That was pretty sketchy. And then he never contacted me to see another house.
There was a guy at work, and he didn't come in, and they were like, his kid got sprayed by a skunk.
Oh no.
It's pretty funny.
That's horrible.
The other thing about him is that he said he had 6 kids, and I'm like, 6 kids, bro? Learn to pull out. What are you doing? And he was like, yo, I got 3 kids, and the lady
girl
I married also has 3 kids from previous whatever.
Right.
It's like the Brady Bunch
right.
type thing going on.
Yeah.
But still, 6 kids, and one got sprayed by a skunk. Like, how
I hope that they have a lot of money.
Are you treating these kids? You're like, just go outside. Just go.
Go play with the wildlife.
So this is kind of interesting. They have it broken down which states have them. So which states do serial killer murderers prefer? California being top at 310 serial killers. Florida 242, Texas 187. Go down to Ohio, we're at 94. 94 serial killers are probably responsible for many missing girls, among other things. 89 devils went down to Georgia. That's what it says. You know. So I'm like scrolling down through here to figure out like which states they kind of avoid. Yeah. And it's like, here we are, Hawaii, 5 serial killers.
That's because they can't go anywhere. It's on an island.
North and South Dakota have like 2 serial killers, maybe.
Maybe.
Which they are thought they had cashed in on the big oil after they killed.
Why are these dogs watching me pee?
Because you're making noise out the window, out the door. That's why.
Get out of here.
Speaking of the whole serial killer thing, I did find it interesting. You ever watch Mindhunters on Netflix?
Yes.
I thought it was pretty good.
What? Go lay down.
I feel like they captured that Ed Kepler guy pretty well.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I watched the... Wait, what was it called?
Mindhunters.
Mindhunters, yeah, I watched Mindhunters. We was talking about the serial killers?
Yeah.
Did you see the one where they interviewed Charles Manson?
Yeah. Did you see the end of that episode? Where he's got the writing on the book?
I watched all of them, yeah. What was the... what did he write in the book?
As you sleep, I will slowly watch the world burn, or something like that. It was something like that.
Yeah, it was something like that. You're right. But no, I really liked it too. Because no, that was the whole idea of what I was talking about, like where all the serial killers went, was because whoever that guy was, is based off a real guy that started categorizing and
serial killers, right. Multiple murderers, I should say, until it became serial killers.
Yeah, doing the thing where he was profiling people's patterns,
right,
and understanding that, you know, the serial killers, they're going to keep doing the same thing over and over again. But like nowadays, usually after their first murder, they get caught. Their first or second one, they get caught. They don't get a chance to do like 17 murders.
No. See, that's the thing, though. What's happened is it's skewed. So it used to be that you'd have a serial killer running rampant in one area, like the case that they were talking about in the second season was all about Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia, and they had the serial killer that was running rampant, and they couldn't figure out who it was for the longest time, type of thing, right? Nowadays, serial killers don't stay where they're at anymore because they know that their DNA and people can link them and all this other stuff. They kill and keep moving. They move into a new town.
No.
They're always there for a short period of time. Move on.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You don't want to believe it. That's
that
all
up.
right, man.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You just made that up.
I'm pretty sure if I was to kill people, I would like keep everything the exact same in my life.
They're not that prepared or willing to move every other year. Like, what are you talking about?
Why not?
Just look at the stats.
They're just not. They just don't do that.
Why not?
Because they're not meticulous. It's not like the movies or Dexter where who's like down to a certain pattern. They don't stick to it like you think. There's regular people like us.
It's not about sticking to a pattern. A lot of people enjoy moving to different states every year.
No. Like, again, I was watching something about it where they were talking about like a lot of these serial killers now are like, there's a lot of jobs like truck driver, for example.
Right.
You could easily be a truck driver and be a serial killer.
It doesn't
mean
you move to different states.
Not moving.
You might drive.
That's what I'm saying. Though. Traveling though, they're always traveling from state to state to state. So you're never in one place too long for somebody to recognize or notice. One girl goes missing while you're in the same town, but on the other side of the town, you're not going to put two and two together. So what I am curious though is who in Mindhunters, you watched it in season 1 and season 2. Who is that guy? You get the small clips of a serial killer that's active that they haven't even they're not connecting yet.
The one guy that was wearing women's underwear and choking himself on the doorknob.
I feel like I should know who that is, and I just don't. Like, I'm not putting it together. Like, I don't know that serial killer, but I feel like it's like a famous serial killer that I should know.
I don't think it is. I think it's just one that they made up.
Maybe
kind of
it
like
is.
Related to like the Buffalo Bill.
Maybe they just took
like a Buffalo
parts
Bill
from other serial killers to make you.
He's like, honey, I was just goofing around. I was just wearing your underwear and choking myself
in the bathroom.
In the bathroom, but I was just goofing around. And then she gave him like a book about like how to deal with your sexual deviation.
Demons.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Some bullshit.
It was like a religious book about how to deal with the devil's something or another.
It's obviously it wasn't that. It was like a deeper need.
I don't understand that.
Deeper need that he needed to be a weird freak.
Like, everybody wants to blame it on, it was the devil. The devil made me do it. No, dude.
Not real.
You made that choice. That's irrelevant. It's not. It's irrelevant. Okay?
Okay.
The devil being real is irrelevant. The fact that you have choice. You have the freedom of choice. The devil did not make you do it. You chose to do it, and now you're just looking for a scapegoat to blame somebody besides yourself.
Anyway, what else is on your list here?
That's pretty much everything.
Especially like Lucifer. Like the TV show, Lucifer.
No, I watched Lucifer. Yeah.
You know, he's like, why does everybody think I'm the bad guy? It's not my fault they do those terrible things.
I have the Satanic Bible, and in the Satanic Bible, it classifies the devil, Satan, as a better representation of man because he represents them better. Because he is a cardinal beast with actual thoughts and feelings and desires. Where most God and religious people want you to deny all your actual feelings.
Right. And want to put you through different Bible camps. Slay your demons. You know, like the gays.
You can't
like the
be
gay
a faggot.
Camps. Right? Right?
No one
That's
is
hell.
is more obsessed with what kind of sex that you have than the Christians. What kind of sex you're having.
Right.
Oh, as missionary with another woman? That's good. Oh, you can't do that with a dude. You can't do that with a dude that thinks he's a girl. You can't do that doggy style. We don't like that.
Right. So I read this thing on Facebook, and it was like, you know, if my son's ever gay, I hope he never comes out to me, and he just comes home with a boy and says, hey, this is my boyfriend. That's what you would do with a girl, right? Like, it's nothing that you have to be ashamed of or embarrassed of or have to, like, feel like you have to hide it or come out. It's not like you come out to your parents and be like, hey, by the way, I'm straight, you know.
Yeah,
why do you have to do it when you're gay?
Yeah, you don't have to do that at all.
Did you hear about the whole straight pride thing?
Yeah, that was such fucking bullshit.
It was ridiculous, and then the states were like complaining.
Why
are you wasting all of our resources to let us know that you're straight?
I don't think it's stupid at all. actually.
It made me laugh.
Because why shouldn't you be proud to be straight? You're proud to be gay. Why is it not okay for me to be proud to be...
It's not the same thing. People that...
It is the same thing. And the
No, it's
point
not.
that you're
No,
looking
it's
at
not.
it as two
No, it's
different
not.
things
No,
is
it's
the
not.
problem.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Because no one that's like a regular person that has sex with a girl, I'm a male, she's a female, we do the thing. They've never got ridiculed. They've never got making fun of. There's never been a fucking protest against them. They've never got lynched. Okay, gay people have been lynched, hung, tied to people's trucks and dragged through the street because they didn't like what they were doing. That's never happened to straight people because they were straight. It's happened specifically because they like, gay stuff.
Does it happen now?
They're like wieners in their mouth.
Does it happen now?
I don't think it happens now. No.
Okay.
Actually,
so,
I'm sure it probably does here.
That's why.
There are still people
That's
out there that
why
are crazy.
That's why they have gay parades.
Yeah,
whatever.
gay pride.
It's
yeah.
still definitely illegal in different countries.
You shouldn't
it's
be
illegal in different countries.
It doesn't matter. We're not in different countries. Okay? Celebrate it over there. Okay? But you can celebrate your gayness. You can celebrate your straightness. You can celebrate your transitness. Like, who fucking cares? The point that everybody's separating it is the problem. It's keeping the problem alive. Same thing with the racism. Everybody's talking about it. Oh, it's because I'm this color. Or it's because I'm, this religion. Or because I'm this sex. Okay? Like, using that as a reason is just keeping that alive. Like, it shouldn't matter.
It's all political points to me.
It shouldn't matter. If you're a good person, you're a good person. I like you. If you're an asshole, you're an asshole. I don't like you.
They're all still existing because of politics. Personally, that's what I believe. Politics keep it alive. It's easy to separate people and keep them in smaller groups and figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to vote, how they're
I do think that has some to do with it, but I also think it's a generational thing and an area thing. So depending on where you're raised, like, oh, your parents are racist, so they're going to say all these racist things to you. And you're going to grow up knowing those racist things. And it's like, it's up to you as that individual to decide whether or not you agree with them or not.
That's everyone's decision.
Yeah. I don't know.
You choose what your viewpoints are.
But it's kind of funny. When I was watching those clips on The Big Bang Theory, it was the one where Leonard was talking to Sheldon's mom. And he was talking about when he was dating Priya and that her parents weren't going to be happy that she was dating a white boy. And she was like, it's so funny to think about it going the other way. But it's just kind of funny.
Okay.
Wow, yeah, hilarious.
Fine, whatever. I thought it was funny.
Oh, sure.
I don't think anybody should be upset about anybody dating anybody. Would I be upset if Logan's dating this person? No, I'm not dating that person. Logan is.
You'd be like...
As long as they are good to him and they treat him well. If they're going to be an asshole, then no, I don't like them. But it doesn't matter what sex they are, what gender, sex, gender, race, religion, like, that doesn't matter.
What I date?
I don't care about who you date. As long as they're not an asshole. And I don't have to deal with an asshole. If they are an asshole, go date them over there and don't tell me about
I
them.
don't want to do that.
Okay, well then, don't date an asshole.
I knew one.
I can't do that.
Why not?
Because I don't know anybody. I work with all guys. So 2 of the guys I work with are going to...
I hate those guys.
Okay. They're going to...
I'm sure they suck.
They don't.
No, they probably do.
Okay. They're going to a
them.
training... Shut up. They're going to a training for 2 weeks. And they have to share a
Good,
room.
I'm glad they stay out.
And they have to share a room. And he's like, yeah, I'm not excited about sharing a room with him.
I don't care what he says.
And I was like, yeah, lucky me. I'm a girl, so I wouldn't probably have to share a room with anybody because there's not nearly as many women in my business as there are men.
I'll fuck him up.
And Frank is drunk.
Yeah.
Negative. Not that drunk. Just saying.
You're just talking over me and complaining.
No.
Yeah.
I don't like these people.
You don't even know these people.
Who are these people? I know, I don't like them.
What?
You can't just not like people you don't know. Come on.
Yeah, that's not very nice.
You okay with this?
Okay with what?
Negative. He hates them too.
He does not.
I don't know that.
He's actually met a couple of them.
Tim Brady.
Yeah.
I remember that guy. Oh, sorry.
Tim.
Yeah, okay.
And Brian.
Alright. Are we not supposed to say names here?
I mean, kind of.
Okay.
I've talked to you about a couple other guys, too.
Yeah, I know.
Good and bad.
Okay. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
Right. He worked my job for a day.
Just let me know. I'll fuck him up.
He went to work for me.
Whatever you want.
Of course, the worst thing you could do for any type of career, just about any type of career, is record conversations that shouldn't have been recorded. What are we doing now? Oh, wait. Oh, man. Crap.
Well, that's why I don't say anything specific.
Especially with the media the way it is now. Like, you say the wrong thing, it doesn't matter who you are, you get, like, seriously publicized.
Get, like, Me Too'd? Like the one time I lost my job, I was going to buy a house.
You lost your job for a very legit reason.
Yeah.
I know. It was totally my fault. I understand that.
You see that?
Well, that's good.
There's this new girl at work.
Yes, I know. Please don't lose your job again.
You see this, the list? There was, it was like right in the peak of the Me Too movement that was going on. And this lady decided to come up with a list of anybody who they thought was, like, sexual assault, sexual anything with women, And so they started throwing it on, like, an Excel spreadsheet that started getting, like, passed around or something like that. And, like, a bunch of people's names got thrown on there with, like, unsubstantiated anything. Like, practically no evidence. Just somebody's like, oh, I think that guy's this, they put it on the list. And one of the guys was trying to, like, sue because he lost everything, like his job,
because he was on the list?
Because he was on the list. And he's like, I know I had nobody could have possibly even have put me on this list legitimately for any reason. But that's another one of those, in my opinion, like... It is so easy for your name to get thrown up on there.
Right.
I mean, you have no evidence to... But it's like, now you're guilty until proven innocent.
Yeah.
I find it total bullshit.
It is. Like, and I'm pretty, like, relaxed, especially working in the restaurant industry. Like, people say things and do things, and it's just like, we're joking around. There was only one time that I ever reported anybody. And it was my boss. And he told me that maybe he would like me more if I would suck his dick.
Mm.
That motherfucker.
I
Fuck
know.
him up.
So then I hit him.
Vote him out. I'll fucking hit him.
I hit him, and then I told my manager above him.
Mm.
But of course he denied it, so he didn't lose his job or anything.
That's the way it works.
I just got moved to a different store.
That's-
He didn't have to drive further. I had to drive further.
Counter-accusation,
Fuck up.
counter-accusation, deny, counter-accusation.
Yeah.
That's how it all works.
And then this was when I was dating the guy that I was working with, if you remember.
Mm-hmm.
And he told the boss that told me that, told my boyfriend at the time, to keep your hoe on a leash.
Mm.
Yeah. So I hit him again.
Mm.
Probably the only boss I've ever hit. But he totally deserved that. Both times.
Definitely deserved it. This is going to be the opposite of what you're talking about.
Mm.
But I was joking around with my friends, talking about...
What friends?
I have other friends.
Who?
Don't worry about it.
Alright, sorry. Go ahead.
I don't know.
You were talking with your friends.
I need a beer. I think they're talking about men making more money than women at a certain thing. And I was like, yeah, we're supposed to. Because when we take girls out, we pay for all the drinks and all the meals. That's the other half. That's why they have to make less money.
See, I don't know. My opinion is that our economy wasn't set up for women to join the workforce. That's just
awful.
my opinion. Like, after World War I, World War II, we had all the women that were doing it because the men were off fighting the war. But when they came back, the economy was not set up or designed to have that.
Yeah.
And so we've had this huge, crazy flux of, you have supply and demand, basically. Now you have all of this supply.
Well, now
there's demand.
Everything costs so much that most people can't afford it on a single income
because
family.
the economy eventually adjusted for that much workforce. The negative about that is that if you have 100 people working, you can pay them $100 an hour. But if you have 10,000 employees now, you have to pay them $4 an hour. You can't pay the same equally.
You can't pay them $4 an hour.
But what I'm saying
He's just
is
throwing
that
a number.
I'm just throwing a number out there. What I'm saying is that because there's so many people in the workforce now, wages have gone down because you don't have to pay that much.
Because there's so many people that need a job.
Not just that need a job, but that will take the job for less money.
Right.
They'll take the job for less money, and as an employer, why would you not pay the person less money if you can? Especially if they're going to be an even harder worker. Mm-hmm. Like I foresee coming up here, if not already occurring, more businesses taking on people that don't have college degrees, those people that have been struggling to find a job because they're going to be working that much harder to get where they're at because they don't have that edge. They don't have that college degree to get where it's at. So if they can get a job without the college degree, they're going to work that much harder.
You need, all these places want you to have, they're like, we want a person with all this experience and prior,
experience?
Yeah. Did I say experience?
Yeah, but a lot of them now, at least when I was doing the job search, they were saying, with college degree or this degree or this much experience. So like, a bachelor's degree or 5 years experience or an associate's degree or 2 years experience.
That still limits them by so much to me. Like, here's the thing. Like, a lot of jobs I've been to, they're like, oh, we need somebody that has, some experience in this job. Here's the problem with finding somebody that actually has experience in a job, right? Sometimes they've already been molded, and it's very hard to break them of the habits that they're already doing.
They have bad habits. Because
they have bad habits, or they have habits that were formed in another job that don't work at this job specifically. But you hire that person that's, quote unquote green, never been to the job whatsoever, you can mold them exactly how you want them. And you could get unlucky and find some terrible workers in the process, but you could probably find some really good workers that just need a job that'll do anything they can to keep that job.
Yeah. I actually got stuck in that situation the other day, and I don't think I told you about it. So there was this whole issue going on with our scheduling, and one of the higher-ups asked all of us about this issue, and I don't know if I was the first one to respond or the only one to respond or whatever. So then he sent me the information that was sent to him from our IT trying to fix the issue. And so I was like, oh, okay, so this is how you fix it. And he's like, okay, can you send out an email to everybody to let them know? I was like, okay. And then I did, and then my boss was like, I don't know why he's telling you to do that. That's my job. And I was like, I'm sorry. And he was like, he told me later, he was like, sorry if I was short with you. I was just, dealing with other stuff. And I was like, no, that's fine. I didn't mean to step on your toes. But yeah, because I'm so used to that manager role and the realtor role where I'm like doing it on my own and I got to just get it done that I overstep sometimes.
I don't know.
And then I kind of felt like, I don't know. I was like, I hope I didn't make him mad.
But again, I don't know. I feel like there's the whole workforce is divided in between the people that are literally just working to get a paycheck and could care less about anything else. They're just trying to ride out the time that they have there. Oh crap, I got 8 hours and they clock in. They're trying to just skate through.
Right.
And then you got the people that actually care about what they're doing or have a stronger work ethic and want to get what they're supposed to get done throughout the day. And you've got that clashing, And for those people that are trying to put it in 100% and do all that work, you see these people that are doing nothing, and you get discouraged after a period of time, after so long. I feel like those super hard workers are the ones that end up turning into I'm just here to clock in for the paycheck because they get burned out. They haven't changed in 20 years or they haven't changed in 5 years.
Yeah.
They're never going to change. Why am I busting my butt for nothing type of thing? And that mentality starts to roll through, and then you have that.
Especially when you're at a job for years and you don't get good raises and you don't get any recognition and you don't get any perks. And the guy next to you, who's been there just as long, is skating by, like you said, and he's getting the same amount as you. Like, why work twice as hard if I'm not going to get rewarded for it?
True.
Going back to the pay thing with women and men. So, I think a lot of it has to do with, like, calling off and being off. So, like, between us, the school typically calls me to tell me something's wrong. And granted, I don't have any vacation, sick time, anything like that, but I'm able to leave if I need to. But he has vacation time and sick time. So, like, when Logan got staples in his head, he took a couple days off. But typically, that would be the mom, because the mom wants to be there with the kid.
What were we talking about earlier where Logan said he cut his own hair? Was that real?
Yeah.
Did he really cut his own hair?
He cut his own hair with Jimmy's beard trimmer thing. So he had a line of bald in his hair. He still has it because he didn't want to be bald, and so they cut it really short, but you can still see the line.
There's a bigger story to this, right? Okay. I forget how long ago it was, so I'm not even going to try to pretend to know how long it was ago.
It was 6 months to a year.
So we'll say 6 months to a year ago, right? I come home or I wake up, I forget exactly.
You woke up.
I woke up, and Sam and Logan are in the bathroom, and Sam is trying to cut Logan's hair with my beard trimmer.
Okay.
My beard trimmer, right? She's got like the highest
level. Is this the first
level.
time he cut his own hair?
This might have been the first time. But she's trying to cut. So then, fast forward now to what happened today. Logan picked up said beard trimmer, the one that Mommy used to cut my hair, or tried to cut my hair. In his mind, he remembered Mom cut my hair with this thing. And he tried to do it himself. Cut his own hair.
First off, the first time he cut his hair, he used the scissors.
Right, he did use the scissors. I'm not saying that it was your fault by any means.
I asked him, like, that whole week, I was like, buddy, your hair's getting kind of long. Do you want a haircut? No, I like it. All right.
Yeah.
Buddy, are you sure you don't want a haircut?
But you eventually,
no.
it stuck in his head.
And then he cut his hair, and then I just shaved it. I was like, you know what? You're going to cut your hair by yourself, and you don't want to go to the salon to get a haircut? We're just going to shave it.
You put the idea in his mind, and then he eventually just woke up and said, Mommy wants my haircut. I'm going to cut my hair. And that's what he did. Because you were asking him if he wanted a haircut the whole week. See, I don't know. For me, eventually I just look at him and go, all right, buddy, we're going to get a haircut. Like, I'm not even going to ask him if he wants it. He's a kid still. We're going to go get a haircut. When I'm there, if he's like protesting, saying, no, I don't want a haircut, I'm not going to force you to get a haircut. Okay, you don't want a haircut? That's fine. You're going to have to stand next to me while I get my haircut. You know? But I feel like that's a Logan thing there. If you ask him a bunch of times, like, he gets it in his mind. And then he lets it sit, and one day he just wakes up. Because a couple days ago, or a couple weeks ago, we were talking about packed lunches, and this week, out of nowhere, he woke up like 2 days in a row going, I want a packed lunch.
Do you know why? Because Brad packs his lunch.
Okay.
And he wants to spend more time sitting with Brad.
That's fine. Whatever the reason, I'm just saying. A couple weeks ago, I was talking about like the ice packs with him. Like, hey, buddy, we got these cool ice packs, you know, so you can pack your lunch. He's like, yeah, but I like the school lunch. I'm like, that's cool, man. You know, but we got them in case you want them. And then literally a week later, he now wants to pack his lunch. To me, I'm making a connection there. Might not actually be there. It might not be the connection that was made. I just find it interesting that I mentioned it, then less than a week later, he did it.
Maybe.
Connecting to the story that you said where, you know, all week you were asking him if he wants a haircut, and one day he just wakes up and cuts his own hair.
It wasn't that he woke up. You were on third shift. He did it in the middle of the day.
Well, again, whatever. Like, he just, in his mind, it popped in his head. He's like, I'm going to do it. Wouldn't be the first kid to cut his own hair, you know.
I know, I did mine. But I learned from mine. I cut my own hair once when I was a child.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had to get my hair cut like a boy, and I hated it.
I cut my own hair sometimes. I just grab a handful and snip it off. My hair is pretty long.
So I think I cut it when I was like, I don't know, 5. And then I didn't cut it again until I was like in like 8th grade. Maybe 9th grade.
I just remember.
Because I got gum in my hair. And I had a broken arm. So it was after we went skiing and I broke my arm. and I had to cut the gum out. But then there was going to be that weird spot, so I kind of like cut it all, and I just like flipped my head upside down and started like chopping.
I remember wanting to cut my hair. Do you remember Alien Ant Farm? The main guy, he had a reverse mohawk.
Yeah.
Like it was kind of long, but the center was completely
just gone.
I remember I wanted to do that.
So
I didn't.
Stupid.
Why? What's wrong with that?
So stupid.
He was a musician with a sweet haircut.
I was not a sweet haircut.
And he was like, "And you're okay."
To somebody,
okay.
it was sweet.
And he
Apparently
redid
Frank
the.
thought it was sweet. You know, somebody was obviously a bunch of people thought it was sweet.
I guess.
Yeah. No, I remember in the military the one time, like it was like Sunday, you know, and my hair was too
I had
long.
to get my hair cut every goddamn week.
Yep,
in the
every
military.
weekend. Yeah.
People
But I
like.
remember it was Sunday and I forgot to get my hair
People
cut.
are like, "Why'd you get out?" Well, there was a couple of just like bullshit things we had to do. I had to shave every day. I had to get a haircut every fucking week. It was kind of super annoying.
Yeah. But I remember it was that Sunday and the barber shop was like packed full. There was no way I was getting in.
No, yeah, I always had to wait in line.
I had my roommate cut my hair. And like you see how my hair
like
has
a barracks cut?
This like type of
a barracks cut?
Yeah. So he goes to cut it, but he didn't know how to like edge it or anything because I got like this, you know, this peak basically. So he just like flattened it and shaved it, and so I had like little tiny pieces of hair sticking up and like a straight line like down. It looked hilarious. It was horrible. Everyone was like at formation was making fun of me for it. I was like, what?
I remember one time.
Man.
I remember
grow back.
I remember one time in Iraq. I went and I got my hair cut, and whatever fucking Haji, that's kind of racist, but it was a Haji person. He cut my hair at the place, and then the next day, at work in Iraq at the the airfield, they're like, the fuck's up with your haircut? It's awful. Did you get a barracks cut? And I'm like, no, I swear to God, I went to the regular haircut place. The guy just did a shitty job. And then the one, like my sergeant in charge, he was like, we're going back to get you a better haircut. That's such bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't think it was that bad. Because, the point was, I got a haircut every single week, and at some point, like, you didn't double check it? I'm like, I don't know. I went there. Right. He cut it. I'm like, yeah, we're good. Fuck off. And he's like, you didn't double check your own hair? I'm like, I don't know.
But at a certain point, you just don't care anymore. Like, you have to get the same.
You do it so many times.
You only have an option between a few.
At a certain point, I'm like, yeah, good job. Thanks. I did the thing I was supposed to do. And then they just gave me shit for it. I didn't realize it was that bad, but apparently they did a shit job.
Yeah.
Haircuts, cool. When are you gonna go blonde again?
I don't know. I was actually kind of debating it recently because I want to be a ringleader for Halloween, and I feel like it would look better with blonde hair.
Do it.
I love your blonde hair.
Go with this hair color long enough. Switch it back over to the blonde.
I love your blonde hair.
You don't like my dark hair?
Change it out. Go purple.
Can't go purple.
Why not?
You can go purple.
I don't think I can go purple. I don't know.
But no, yeah, I love your blonde hair.
I hate my roots.
You hate your roots. I swear to God, you've been blonde way longer than you've been whatever it is now.
Brunette?
Yeah. I really like it.
Yeah, that's because I'm naturally blonde. So yes, I've been blonde my whole life until, last year?
You changed your hair color before that.
I guess I did orange or reddish.
You did a couple different colors.
But this is the first time I actually went dark. Well, no, because I did black and burgundy at one point.
You also did a reddish, like a dark reddish.
Yeah, like that.
On Lake Road, which was years ago.
Yeah.
You've changed your hair color multiple times. You've cut it short before, and you've had it longer. Since we've been married, you've pretty much had longer hair, though. You haven't cut it as short as you used to.
That's because you told me I looked like a boy.
No. Okay, I made the distinction, okay? Boy haircuts, like, if you have a freaking
Sideburn.
Sideburn? I'm sorry. That's a guy thing. Women with sideburns, just they don't look...
Yeah, but I never had sideburns.
No, you haven't. But there's also, like, the completely shaved head women, too. Like, I just don't find that attractive. I'm not saying you can't have it. You want to cut your hair that short, like I've said numerous times before, it's your hair. You do what you want with it. Like, I can't tell you what I think is good. I just can tell you what I'm attracted to versus what I'm not attracted to. Don't grow out some sideburns. Sorry, not attractive to me. Don't buzz cut your hair. Also not attractive. Just my opinion. Even like the ones that have like where they have their hair spiked.
Yeah.
Not attractive to me. Just not. Might be to somebody. Just not me.
No, the shortest I had it was like the pixie cut. It's not like I've ever went short where I've like shaved my head or anything.
No. Again, as I said, so I haven't said that you don't look good with short hair.
Amazing. Amazing. Glad we had this conversation. I just think it's that time to end it.
Sure.
Yep.
I'm
I've
glad.
only been rambling for an hour now.
Yes. Glad you guys are here with me to do whatever the fuck this is.
Oh, this is Frank's birthday podcast, by the way.
Oh my god, did I even mention that?
No.
My
He made
birthday-
us do a podcast
Technically,
for his
my
birthday
is tomorrow. Today's the 7th. Oh no, actually, is it the 8th right now? Oh no, it's not. It's only 10 o'clock. Fuck. But yeah, my birthday is technically tomorrow, and this was my birthday podcast special, and I did get a free shot at the bar today.
Yay.
And thank you all for joining us. I really appreciate it, and you're lovely, and we love you. And
good night. Or goodbye.
Yeah. Last time I forgot the intro and outro music.